Hello, my name is Mary Santiago. I am the chairperson for the Ohio Commission on Latino Affairs. And today is Legislator Day, and it's very important for me to have Legislative Day because I find that when we meet with the legislators, we can get a one-on-one on our community concerns, and we get to educate them as far as how the bills that are coming up could affect the Latino community. Therefore, it's very important for this event to go on, and hopefully it'll continue, and we'll have an annual every year to bring in new community members and bringing in community activists as well to come and meet with legislators and educate them, and hopefully together we can come up with great bills for the community at large, including the Latino minority.
My name is Senator Teresa Fetter from Toledo, District 11, and I am passionately involved with passing Ohio's human trafficking legislation. There's so many people that are vulnerable, so many populations that need to be protected against criminal enterprises, people who want to take advantage and make a profit, basically enslaving them and really degrading them. It's a part of the most disgusting inhumanity that I can think of.
Senator, why is it important to you to be today on a Latino Legislative Day?
Well, I think it's very important to be involved, engaged. We need to educate all people involved, legislators. We need to advocate on the issues and really help them understand what it's like and what their world is like and how we need to establish strong policies against discrimination and really help people strengthen our communities, strengthen the areas of education, employment, and really help advocate and pass common sense legislation so we can have strong communities.
Do you have any message for the Latino, Hispanic Latino community of Ohio?
I think we need to educate, advocate, and organize, and really pull together. Our nation is founded on immigrants and policies that establish strong communities, and one where we pull together, and we know what communities we can build by pulling together, talking to one another, putting little activities together, and help getting to know your elected officials, developing relationships. I think relationship building is key on this whole issue right now.
Thank you, Senator.
My name is Connie Pillich. I'm a state representative from the northern suburbs of Cincinnati.
Why is it important to be today here on the Legislative Day?
Well, I think it's important for me to talk to all of my constituents, no matter what their heritage is. They all live in my district. I have to represent everyone. I have to know what their issues are and what their needs are. In my district, there is a significant Spanish-speaking population. Many of them are citizens because their names are on the voter rolls. That doesn't mean they're most comfortable speaking English, but they need to hear from me too, and I need to hear. I think my message, if I have one, to the leadership of the Hispanic community would be that I believe all people in Ohio should be treated fairly. I think all people should be given equal opportunity. I think that employers should treat their people fairly. I think they should pay their payroll taxes for everyone, regardless of their immigration status. I think they should pay for health benefits, regardless of immigration status. I don't think there should be any shortcuts just because of who they choose to hire. I just think it's really important that we, follow the true spirit of America, which is to treat people with dignity and respect.
Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Nick Torres. I am the Ohio grassroots organizer for Reform Immigration for America. We're a national campaign, but we're especially interested in Ohio because it's a very, very important state. We're focusing on comprehensive immigration reform this year and moving our legislators in Congress to finally come through with the reforms that they've been promising. President Obama, when he's running for president, promised that he would make this a priority, and so it's up to us to hold him accountable. So right now, there's a framework of legislation that's been put together by some of the Democratic senators that we're trying to gain some footholds with the Republican senators. The door is open for negotiations with the Republican senators. So far, the Republicans have been backing away from the table, but we are interested in continuing to pressure our senators. Senator Voinovich he needs to support comprehensive immigration reform as a legacy issue, and support the communities, the immigrant communities that he himself comes from. And so we're working with our groups around the state to focus on Senator Voinovich, and also to get some Republican co-sponsorship so that the immigration reform that we're so desperately seeking can finally come to fruition.
Hi, my name is Iris Chavez. I'm the Director of Education Policy for the League of United Latin American Citizens. I work with a group of leading national civil rights organizations on the campaign for high school equity. So I'm here in Columbus, Ohio today for the Latino Legislative Advocacy Day to work on high school reform issues for students of color and Latino students in Ohio. Ohio has a pretty high dropout rate for Latino students. It's well over 50%, and right now that's not acceptable. So what we're doing is trying to look at some of the key reasons that Latino students are not graduating, that they're not prepared for colleges or careers, and really address those through legislation. So I'm here with some of my colleagues from LULAC and other organizations to talk with our legislators about what we can do through funding and other programs to ensure better outcomes for Latino students in high schools.
How was the meeting today? What are you taking back to Washington with you?
I have a lot of ideas around parent engagement and curriculum development and teacher preparation that we can really work on in other states as well as in Washington, D.C. on federal legislation. So I'm going to be taking these ideas and working with some of my colleagues at the other civil rights organizations and seeing how we can incorporate those into our federal policy recommendations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, my name is Eva Rodrigo Gonzalez. I'm assistant professor in the Department of Spanish and Portuguese in Miami University. And next to me is Jacqueline Rioja Velarde, and she's the assistant director of
the Center for American and World Cultures.
Why is important you're here?
We are here to support bilingualism in the Oxford area, and not only in the Hispanic children, but also in the Miami University students. We believe that our students are ready to be biliterate, and we really want to support multicultural competence in all the Oxford area.
And also we want to support the larger community over here in Ohio, and the Ohio Latino Affairs Commission, who invited us to be part of this event today. We believe that inclusive education is one of the priorities in the agenda that should be one of the major concerns, not only from legislators, but also for policymakers and those that implement each one of these policies.
Our Hispanic children should not be perceived as a deficit, but rather as an asset. And we believe that mutual commitment should be the key for success in Ohio.
Yeah, our children actually bring to the table a lot of knowledge, not only about their own cultures, but also to be engaged in different kind of learning environments. They deserve to have a high quality education as everybody. They deserve to be integrated into the system. They have plenty of things to offer in terms of cultural practices, traditions, and not only that, but also the heritage that they bring related to leadership in their communities.